Stewardship team, this is part of our gratitude and giving series. And we have this week from our worship team, we have Jason Basil and Sue.
Good morning. A reading from Nehemiah. I had also learned that the temple musicians and other Levites had left Jerusalem and gone back to their farms because the people had not given enough for them to live on. I reprimanded the officials for letting the temple be neglected, and I brought Levites and musicians back to the temple and put them to work again. Then all the people in Israel again started bringing to the temple storerooms their tithes of grain, wine, and olive oil. We've been in somewhat of an exile. This is Nehemiah writing on the return from Babylon. And during his time away, look at it as ministries had been canceled. We've seen that, right? In this past exile we've been in with COVID, ministries had to kind of go to the side, and they're coming back, and we see the people coming back. And we want to thank you for, during this exile, supporting the ministries of this church. Y'all have been very faithful. And I've been asked to talk about the return of music to the church. We had the choirs coming back. But a lot of that takes financial support, which y'all, again, have been very faithful about. We thank you for that. Elizabeth Christian asked me to give some examples of what it costs for special musicians to come into the church, you know, when we have like candlelight or Easter. Typically, a musician costs about $300 a piece for that Sunday morning. So if we have a brass quintet, that's $1,500 for that one Sunday. Just to give you an idea of what it cost. And so as we budget this year, we start looking ahead to put those figures together. And we want to ask that, you know, as you see those figures, you think about, you know, what can I do to support those ministries? Because they add so much to what we were able to, when we sing and when we worship together, our primary purpose here together. And your giving it supplies the choir with everything we need: music, choir folders, the handbells. You wouldn't believe what it takes to upkeep handbells, you know, polishing and buying music. Instrument maintenance with the organ and pianos. We tune the pianos as often as we can because of Charleston weather. And the organ also requires annual maintenance, regular maintenance to maintain its viability. And so we want to thank you for giving, and we encourage you to keep giving for all of these wonderful music ministries at St. Matthew's. We look forward to a good year this year. It's been a trial with COVID, but I'm expecting good things as we come back together. Thank you.
Good morning. There we go. As brothers and sisters in Christ here at St. Matthew's, our stewardship enables us to worship, not only on Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and on those special occasions. I'd like to ask those who serve on the worship team to stand. I'd like to ask those who have served on the worship team to stand. Cynthia. Thank you. These ladies and gentlemen, and there's several who are not here today, so we've got Nancy Romness, we've got Jeff Singletary, all the pastors, Jason, and it doesn't just happen. I'd also like for Sarah and Dennis to stand again. Today, as we commune, make certain to take a moment and look at the beautiful baskets that Sarah and Dennis donated for us to have. They're sweetgrass baskets, and they're beautiful, so thank you very much. The worship team thanks the congregation for allowing us to buy alternative communion kits. They are expensive, but they are well worth it, and it enables us to share the body and blood of Christ with one another. At this time, Elizabeth has asked that I mention Oktoberfest. our largest fundraiser for our community outreach program, which is as you all know, it's a very important part that we are given, therefore we must give. Tickets will start being sold next Sunday after church, the 19th and the 26th. And if you are technologically savvy, they are on our new website under Oktoberfest Charleston. And as a leader, I thank you so much for your support, not just for stewardship, but also for your attendance, for your questions. Thanks be to God. Thank you.